Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Happy Tuesday. It is hot as hell. Hello, hello, crab. Welcome in. Hello, guts. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. It is above 78 degrees in my room already. Send help. Please, for the love of God, send help. It is way too hot. Dear God. I just want to lie down in front of the AC. That's all I want to do. I just want to lie down in front of the AC. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. No, you're happy because I'm miserable. See where you are in your room? Oh, that sounds lovely. I'd even be happy with 12F. 12 Freedom sounds lovely too. Not the 78.1. It's gross. 9 sounds lovely too. Sounds lovely. I'll try not to pass out from heat. No, not goddamn it, guts. Not that F. This isn't the 1980s and 1990s where people are like ASL. Now we just have ESL. Slightly different, but you know. So we got now. You weren't the only one. It's my fault. What do you mean you're not the only one? And what do you mean it's my fault? What? No. You're the only one. Holy Grab can never do any wrong, so clearly it's not, you know. Nothing wrong with what he said. What's the current stage of the game you're doing? Unreal. It's the Unreal stage. I don't know what you mean. You think things changed here? Things never change here. That's why every month I make the same devlog. Like, hey, things have changed. What has changed? Nothing. Nothing ever changes. I did manage to package the game since yesterday. God, it's such a pain packaging the game because they have to recompile blueprints or don't tell you that they need to be recompiled. Stupid, but I managed to do it. So yay. Game's gonna be VR now. No VR. I think if you want to tell a lie, I mean, it'll be more realistic if you said it's gonna be first person or something. I think that's a more realistic lie than VR. How do you get very shady for VR? Wait, what? Where's shady come from? I mean, it's already shady. Right? It's made by me. I think that comes with the territory. But anyway, I'm gonna work on the boss today. We're finally going boss. Finally doing the boss. I also yesterday we decided to change up the entire card system, basically, more or less. So we'll need to do that afterwards at some point. Prototyping, man. We're not changing functionality, we're just changing how it's displayed. It's not, you know. I was gonna say power creep, but it's not power creep. What's the dev one? Is it dev creep? No. Either one. We're not adding more mechanics, it's just not changing the entire system. You would never guess. I know, right? It never happens. But I think finally we need to do the first one. We need to change how something is displayed. I know it's crazy. But I feel like we gotta. Yeah. I know. Anyway. It's boss day. And we need to test a couple of things. I want to try rendering the boss with a slightly top-down camera and see how he looks compared to the regular regular camera from side. Yeah. So basically what we're going to try is I'll do a little drawing. We're gonna right now. If the character is here, right, and this is the floor, and this is the camera. My camera is like this, right? It's sideways, but instead, what we can do is have the camera be this way, 45 degrees down. And then have the sprite appear at 45 degrees once it's in the game. If this looks good, this is a big change because we would need to create a custom parent blueprint class and everything. But it might look very good and it might work. I have no promises, but that's a possibility. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to check if, and we're going to compare it to the regular one. Like, see which one looks better, which one looks worse, and go from there. So, let's open Blender. We can start with. Also, he's no longer the cook. I still haven't called the cook. What do we want to name this guy? Because he's definitely not a cook. But we're gonna do the drummer. I need to figure out a name for him that's different. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. We'll figure out a new name for him. I like the cook, except all his attacks and everything is music based. So let's see where it makes sense to loop it. So if we did like 133 or 134. $30. I think that's probably gonna be fine. It's not perfect, but it's never gonna be perfect. Maybe 120 to 40. Make it shorter. Drork. A drummer orc. Drork. I don't know, I don't feel like very badass. The game you play just released an update with Vampire Orc and they're called Nosferatu. Oh, that's a normal like vampire like thing, Nosferatu. I don't know where it's from, but I've heard that name like all over the like everywhere. Like before. Not specifically for orcs, but like for vampire stuff. I mean, I guess I could have him also cycle like from like 90 30. Like just this. Nosferatu. The normal name is Nosferatu? Oh, I see what you... Chat, he can't read? I mean, yeah. Is this news to you? Also, I don't know when you are intentionally, like, saying, like, changing the spelling of something and when you're just misspelling it because ESL. So, you know... You occasionally make spelling mistakes, and I tend to just autocorrect them in my head. So yeah, I totally autocorrected that one. Plus, I don't know how Nosferatu is supposed to be spelled. For all I know, that's how it's pronounced, and the C is supposed to be pronounced as an S. I don't know. Not a name I normally spell. One of us is using ESL as an excuse. Of course. Okay, so we'll just do this little part as our little test. So, right. So what we need to do is test it here, and then we need to do something different for the top down. So. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Your dyslexia is the opposite. You find only the misspelled words and correct with more broken letters. I mean... there are worse ways to do it. Gotta change all the slashes because coding makes no sense to me. What did you just say? Holy crap. What? We don't have a name for him, Stormrun. It was gonna be the cook, but he's very music focused as an enemy, or as a boss, I mean, so you need a better name. We'll figure out a name eventually. That should be good. If I did one of you. Right, that seems like it's working. Yeah, but I rejected the name. It's too much like a common like just vampire thing. He's not a vampire. I don't know why we're making him giving a vampire name to him. And the Drew Orc I didn't like from earlier. So I don't want to do that. You've been bending fences in your game on the trails? You've been building fences in your game on the trails. You have a neat path finding effects that goes toward the objective now. No matter where you are in the map when you press V. Oh, okay, that's cool. Was it a vampire name? Like Nosferatu, isn't that like always to do with like vampires? Yeah, it's from the movie, and wasn't it a vampire movie? Yeah. That's why, like, when I think Nosferatu, and when I think, pretty sure it was vampires. Yeah, vampire. He's not a vampire, guys. I don't know why we're throwing vampire news. Also, apparently, Nosferatu was rated 2.9. That sounds like a terrible name. Holy crap. The word slurp should not be in a name. Let's just start with that. Okay? So the game you play gave the name to vampire orcs. You're not saying the name. What? Okay. I think I'm just confused then. We got to render regular view. Ta-da! Ego now. Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy. Vampires only come out on Halloween? Or so you think. But do they really only come out on Halloween? Maybe they're always around us. Just saying. Well, just check who's going out in the sun next time. See if they're trying to stay in the shade. You don't know. Maybe they're a vampire. They make themselves known on Halloween. They come out of their tiny closet. What are tiny closets? Yeah, I saw that. Good guts. Yeah, he said Drew Orc. I said I didn't really feel like it was a very badass name, so. Yeah, and then you played it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought that you were suggesting that as a name. Yeah, the reason you're pointing out the orc part was because we're trying to find names for the orc. I just connected 2 and 2. Look at him. Look at the little guy. Because it was a pun and you named as a pun? Yeah. Yeah. Coffins are tiny closets if you turn them the right way. But does that mean that closets are big coffins? By the same logic, then are closets just big coffins? Right? Yes. So do you keep your clothes in a coffin? By that logic? Also, it makes the whole coming out of the closet thing mean something very different now. Is everyone that comes out of the closet now is automatically a zombie or a vampire? I don't know why I said zombie. Is a vampire? Is that just because if they're always coffins? Well, I guess it depends on, it could be a vampire or it could be just, you know, they're dead. So yeah, it could be a zombie. Just with their skeletons in the closet. You know what? Well played. I'm playing that one. That's you know what? You got me there. You got me there. Okay, we're north. Look at his back. Look at his strong, muscular back. Are all the skeletons gay so they come out of the closet? I mean, based on that logic, yes. You didn't even realize that till this conversation? That's okay. Gotta learn something. But if coffins are just vertical closets, then closets are just large coffins. And by that logic, it all checks out. See, I've never had a big walk-in closet, so I couldn't test this. Even in my current place, I don't have like a walk-in closet. I've always felt like walk-in closets are just a waste of space. I'll be honest. Like, I don't need that much closet space. So I'd rather it be like part of just the apartment, or like they give me more square footage in like the room, remove something from the closet. For rich people, I mean, maybe, but like I have a pretty new, like, I mean, I'm living in one bedroom, so I don't exactly live in a big apartment, but it's a new one, relatively speaking. That's why Comet is easier to use as a closet for tiny spaces. But at that point, why don't you just use a big box? Big box is going to be, you know, more space efficient. Why is his feet pure black? I should probably fix that. I'm not gonna fix it right now for this for these tests, but probably check why his feet are pure black. We're at east now, so we got east and then southeast, and then we're good on this one. Sus Orc, what is he packing? You know, this does remind me of like the whole holding a pizza box at dick height. Except in his case, he has a giant drum. Pizza delivery slurp boss. Oh no. You could see him as a mad pizza delivery guy. I mean, maybe. He'd definitely be a good meat pulverizer. And look at those things. Shouting that pizza wasn't cold. Okay, it's finally done. So let's I'm going to we're gonna rename this to regular. Hey, Juice Mad Bob, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's the game about? It's a roguelike with Binding of Isaac, passive power-ups, and a deck builder, and lots of stuff. We're working on a boss right now. We're about to be testing cameras on a boss to see if we want to change up all of the enemies for this new version. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. So let's save this. Save as, this is gonna be idle, I don't know. Top down. You saw a cupcake tray in his hands, the cupcake gorilla? Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why? Oh no. Why is that the first thing you said? Why was it, oh no? Because I gotta ask. Wait.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
You join this stream to me grudge groaning? I mean, that just sounds like a normal thing. I don't know what the problem is there. Think Zebra noticed the little space he has between... What? You finally beat the banana collecting game? Nice. Did you get all the bananas? Every last banana? 777 bananas and you got them all? Are you sure you say you got them all? Chat's acting wild tonight? Yeah, pretty normal here. Look at the boss space between the drum and his belly. His belly is literally like attached to the drum, basically. What do you mean? Like it's literally on top of the drum, basically. Uh, uh, if we did something like this, I might need to do. So this is basically what it would be. But I want to put this actually in center on his body. So this would need to be up higher. I want this centered on him. And then I could zoom it in further. I don't want to go too right. I need to make sure I can have enough room. So maybe I go back out to where it was. So maybe around here. The problem is I would need to render them very big. What does this do? Okay, it's not what I meant to do. Oh, now I'm going to press, I mean. So this would be the angle that he would be at. So this is a 45-degree angle. This is 90 degrees. Hold on, I need to check the camera in game. I'm pretty sure it's 90 degrees, but I think I should probably double check. Oh, 60. Not even a little bit close. Good thing I just double checked. $60. Okay. Which means probably more like this. I mean, for it to be accurate, it would need to be this. That's the accurate size. Could I want to, without moving the camera, I just want to like crop in basically. Is there any way to like crop in? Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Crop the render frame to the Disney render. Oh. Oh, this is good. Okay. Okay. This might work. Learned something today. That's good. Learning something is good. You believe to be true from testing. Cascade particle effects stay in one place. They can move but don't leave a trail. Niagara particles can leave a trail. I wouldn't know, but I know Niagara particles can leave a trail. That's because they're. I think it's just a matter of if they're constantly emitting or not. I don't know about Cascade, but it's possible that even if it's constantly emitting, it can't leave a trail. But I cannot confirm that. See, that right there, like these angles, is what I really was after about from all of this. Right? I want to get these like more accurate angles. And I'm hopeful that we can get that. Basically. The only thing, I mean, it's about halfway. I think it's about halfway up. Okay. I think we test this now. We go. Render. Cascade fire just moves with the player and the fire stays going up. Niagara fire flows with the movement. Oh. That's cool. That's cool. One thing I should also see is I should also test is the resolution. Once we figure out the angle, I want to test a smaller or larger resolution. What is the resolution of these? (121 by 121). Yes, because it's cropping in. This is promising. This is promising, man. We'll see what it looks like in game, and then we can go from there. But I don't know if I want to have, if it's cooler to have more detailed or less detailed, which is what I want to test. Also, it's miserably hot right now. Look how bright that is. Just look how bright. That's my computer. That's the little Wi-Fi antenna on the computer that I don't use, but it's plugged in. Because I hear that's also for Bluetooth to help with that. I'm gonna pass out today. I just pass out from the heat. Not actually. But it feels like it. Made a lot of Niagara effects. It's actually pretty easy after the first few. The first one you did was just a copy of an existing one, then you change the colors and speed. Well, that's not really making the effect, that's just modifying the effect, right? I know how to modify like some effects, but like if you told me like, oh yeah, I need like a magical particles thing that, you know, flows with it, emits particles, and then I also need them to like have a little sparkler effect, and wherever the sparkler lands I want to spawn something, so I need to know, have collision. I couldn't do that. Could I modify one that's set up to like do like functionality that I want with it, like to customize it a little bit? Yeah, I could do that, but I can't do that. You did that? Well, so you're smarter with Niagara than I am then. I mean, it doesn't take much, but still. It's not all the same effect, it's many of them in a single blueprint. Are you spawning multiple Niagara effects instead of just doing one? Is it? I imagine it's more efficient to do it in one, but I don't know if that's actually would be accurate. No one ever talks about that. Niagara effects themselves are just always very expensive. Spent an entire week learning Niagara effect functions and understood for a while. Now you've gone the majority of what stuff does. Or forgotten the majority of what stuff does. I mean, if you don't use it a lot, and you kind of learn it and then never use it, then yeah, you could forget it relatively easily. If you were to use something and like for a long time, then you tend to, still retain that knowledge. First Niagara for the Pathfinder thing spawns an eye. And then sparkles flow behind it as it moves. Every half second it throws out a coin like an orb. Cool. Orb has its own effects too. Sounds advanced. Sounds fancy. Could not repeat. I could not do that. It was so nice to have stuff click, like, oh, it's nice when things make sense. Yeah. I can imagine. When things just click, it feels damn good. And I've had that moment quite a lot with BCG, where it's like, I don't get it, and then finally, I get it. Not even just BCG, just with with Unreal blueprints even. Like freaking casting. What was the boss's name? Don't have one. He was originally called the Cook, but that was before I realized he has a lot of music, because it's a drum, and he has a lot of musical things. He plays the drums basically, so which I didn't realize. So the Cook doesn't make sense for him. I named him the Cook because it looked like he's two like meat mallets to like bash your head in with, but no, he plays the drums, so yeah. The Beat Bringer. Okay. No, I'm not calling him the Baby Beater, okay? Just no. There are certain things I will not name my bosses. Baby Beater is one of them. Okay, it's finally done. Rename. Okay. Let's set up. Look at him. Look how he look how he is. Can you see his eyes? I can't see his eyes. Just don't worry about his eyes. It's one frame too many for convenience. Oh. I'm not even doing the normals on this. We're just doing this for the test. Wait. I messed up somewhere. Down, left, left, up, right, right. It's supposed to be down. Damn it. Guys, can I blame the heat? I'm gonna blame the heat. It's... My brain is fried. More so than usual. Okay? I'm just... The heat, it's clearly cooking me alive. Yes, you allow it. Thank you. Just, thinking is hard. Okay? Thinking is hard. That's why usually I don't think. It makes things easier. It's very hot in Texas today. It's hot right now inside where I am. It's probably not as hot as it is in Texas. It is over 12 degrees hotter inside my apartment right now than it is outside, based on the weather, the Google weather. It says. So yeah, pleasant. Tomorrow's gonna be pretty much just the same temperature. Lovely. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Ah. Save me. Save me from this misery. There we go. Okay, that's one. And now we have to go with the other. So this is gonna be the angled one. Look, it's like we're looking at him top down. Everyone hear about the incoming tsunami that's going to impact the entire west coast of North America? What? No? I know there was a magnitude 8 earthquake outside of eastern Russia, but isn't it even too far from Japan to affect it really? And the West Coast even further than that? Because it has to go through, like... It was right next to Alaska. Like, I don't... Last I checked, tsunamis don't usually make it that far. Because that's a long distance. I mean, I am no expert, to be clear here, but I did look into it, and it seemed like it would be too far. It only gets smaller when it hits land? Well, no, I don't think that's the case, because that would mean that every single tsunami ever made in the ocean, 100% of them would have to hit land for it to ever go down. I don't think that's how that works. Again, not an expert, but that doesn't make sense in my head. Can't. This is okay. Angled. And you could be wrong. Fair enough. 8.8 earthquake near Russia. 8.8? Last I checked, it said 8. Or was it, did they recheck it and it was higher? It's nice when the weather authorities give us a warning super ahead of time. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can't predict that. I think that's why they're called. I mean, I don't know about called. I'm pretty sure you can't predict an earthquake. Otherwise, people wouldn't be saying, oh yeah, there's going to be a massive earthquake on the west coast of the United States for, you know, the past however many years. They'd be like, oh yeah, it's coming at this date. Based on the information we have, it's happening then. So... Okay, we need to get name for boss. I'm consulting the expert. Oh my god, Grok Thor the Thunderbeat. Hold on a second. I'm looking at the names. Drumgore. Drumgore is actually not terrible. Belly of War. Blood Tempo. Tsunamis are effects of earthquakes, yes. Oh, you're getting alerts of the tsunami because of earthquake, got it. Yes. Krug the Resident? War Chant of the Bee, nah. Borgar the Earth Drummer. Not terrible. Deathbeat. I feel like he needs a name though. Vorgoth the Pulsebringer, Braka Doomhide, no. Baskull, These are pretty cool. Dropgut, terrible. The one who beats, you know. That, I feel like that was not a great name. I like Grokthar the Thunder. Isn't Grokthar like a very common, like, I feel like there's a bunch of Grokthars, isn't there? League of Legends. Yeah, like it's a thing everywhere. I don't want to use that. But I really like the Thunderbeat. We can go with Thrumgar the Thunderbeat. Oh no, I don't want to do TT. Drummer of Rhythmic. That's not even. That's just a title. That's not even a name. Brookthar the Thunderbeat, Krogvok, Tharngor. Morktal. Drogvar. Rhythm Killer goes hard. Oh, Drogthar the Rhythm Killer? Oh, you know what? That does kind of that's pretty good. I don't want to do Grokthar. Is that just a common? I mean, I could. What about Morktalk the Rhythm Killer? Morktalk the Rhythm Killer. Sounds like Grok is naming this orc after itself. This is ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT. This isn't Grok. I wanted some creative stuff. I didn't go to Grok. I went to ChatGPT. So Drakthul, Throgmar, Rogvok, Krokdor, Vortalk the Rhythm Killer, Morkthal. I think Morkthal might not be terrible. Morkthal. Let's go with Morkthal. Morgthar the Rhythm Killer.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Can ChatGPT do orc chef names comboed with it? I mean, yeah, I can do a lot of things. Morkthar the Rhythm Killer. What a name. While ads are going, I will be right back. I'm gonna get some more drink. Oh my god, Gorkton Ramsey. No, we're not making Gorkton Ramsey. If he was a chef, it would make more sense. He's a drummer. Darn. I know, I'm sorry to disappoint. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Got you. Angled. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So this, for this to be accurate, this needs to be like this, basically. Compared to the sizes, we're definitely gonna need to play with the size. But let's do bottom center. So this is what we have right now. Again, let's ignore size. But this is what we could have. And this feels definitely more like what I'd want, right? Let's put the other angles in. Let's just see what all the angles look like. Do this. And then here. I'll probably shrink the other ones down just to make it a little more accurate relative to these. Right. Oh, why are these in there? How did these get in there? Okay, so do one of these. Let's see. So here's the difference, right? These guys clearly are like standing up, and they're slightly angled technically, right? They're slightly angled, but they're very clearly sprites that are standing up. And if from here, right, it looks more accurate than from here, but you can see that they're sprites. These, angled wise, they look more accurate for the camera, but you could definitely tell they're floating, right? There's no question that they're floating sprites. They don't feel stuck on the ground. So like, I wish I could have this angle. Right? I want this angle, but I feel like they're on the ground, but I don't know how to accomplish that one. Right? I can't really push them very far down. At a certain point, they're just gonna go inside of. Well, here's the thing: if I put a light in here to cast shadows, are they not casting shadows right now? Oh, why are they not casting shadows? Yeah. So here we go. So now these are casting shadows. That was a good catch. They're supposed to be, right? Because I am as well. So these are now all casting shadows. You can see how they are. But you can see, again, the problem is even more intensified on these because you could tell they're very clearly floating, right? This is very clearly floating. The alternative... I mean, the other thing we could try... be very weird. I mean, just for shits and giggles. Right? That doesn't work either. I was just curious what happens if I, like, put them on the ground, basically. More or less. So... So it's hard to say, right? This has the benefit of having feet on the ground, even though the feet don't line up, right? My feet don't stick, right? As it runs, it's like my foot is in the correct spot relative to like how much movement I have. So it's definitely not this. So we could go with this and try it in comparison. Because the nice thing here is it is more accurate for the camera. I mean, maybe you won't notice it once everything's together. Let's quickly kill you. Let's make a... You like angle better as long as one part of the sprite is close to the ground. I think it'd work, but you can't guarantee that, right? Depending on which angle he's looking, right? Sideways, it makes sense. There's this part next to the ground, but then here it does, right? Here it's not, and you have to keep it in the same spot relative, because otherwise, when he randomizes, when he picks a different angle, right? It's going to do what's it called? It used to look like he's rotating from like a center point. They're all on the same z-axis. These ones are obviously on the ground, but I mean, they're angled because they're angled relative to the camera, because that's the angle of the camera. Hey everyone, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. There are questions regarding locomotion in a Souls-ish games? And you thought that I would know the answer to that? I mean, you can certainly ask. Is there any way to... I think the thing that ruins it for this is actually the shadow. Right? I think the shadow makes it worse for this. Almost. I almost want to like bake the shadow into the into this guy, into the sprite. Instead of having it be like a dynamic shadow, I almost want it to be like a non-dynamic shadow. But again, the problem is, right, if I move around here, you could tell his feet are not sticking. Right? Even if we had a shadow here, you could tell his feet aren't stuck on the ground. But while these are stuck on the ground. I think state machines are enough to make locomotion. What is a state machine? Oh, I don't know what a state machine is, so I know state trees. So, yeah, no idea. State machine is the animation blueprint. Isn't enough to make locomotion in a game good enough? Well, is that how all animation? Isn't all animation going through animation blueprints? So, what's the alternative? I'm confused. Like, what is the alternative to using animation blueprints? Let's do a walk cycle for him. I think that will give us the big test. Let's set this guy up as a walk cycle. A bunch of montages, I guess? Yeah, that's not a good way of working at all. Hey, you definitely don't want to do walk cycle montages. That sounds like hell on earth. I'm going to do walk cycle of the angled version, and then we can really test how, like, what we can do. Because then we'll be able to see it in motion. Maybe in motion it's going to seem fine. All these complex alternatives like ALS. ALS is not a complex alternative. ALS is regular animation blueprints. Motion matching works with animation blueprints. Lyra is just an overcomplicated animation blueprint. Like, I looked at ALS. It still uses animation blueprints. It's just configured for you. Yeah. Last I checked, I mean, again, I could be wrong, but last I checked, when I played around with it, it was a while back. It was just, yeah, regular animation blueprint stuff with just stuff pre-configured for you for convenience. Like, I don't think it has anything proprietary in there. Yeah, I don't think it's anything is like C++ or anything like that. Oh, apparently it does have proprietary elements. Been a while. But it doesn't tell me what they are. Custom animation graphs. Well, that's a character control logic. Here. Well, let's find out from Reddit. Locomotion system with ready-to-use animations to simplify the creation of character movement with... Yeah, that's what I saw. It's made to save time for developers. If you're an experienced developer, then you can create your own system and use your own animations. Okay, so this is what the experience I had. AI, I think, is what I was reading from before was AI stuff. So I want to get like actual references. Most of the Blueprint products does not add anything that you could not create yourself in the engine. It is an experienced dev. You would not recommend to purchase any existing Blueprint systems. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I was saying. ALS is just animation blueprints just configured for you. It's good. It also has a lot of useless crap depending on what game you're making. But it's just a pre-configured setup for you, basically. Couldn't make it work with blend spaces? I've never used blend spaces, so I don't know. Imagine you have two stances in a game where each stance has its own blend space of movements, for example, jog and strafing. What's the best way to make them work? A simple boolean in the animation blueprint to swap between two systems. Done. That's the normal way. Right. We set up a simple boolean or a switch on a gameplay tag, and you'll do one or the other. That's how you use different weapons and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the normal workflow at least. Well, you have complex atoms with it. Stop, start, and that doesn't change. That's irrelevant. You can have as many animations as you want, right? Because, like, okay, here you have idle, right? And then you could have run, right? You have this, or you could have idle to start run, right? To run, to, you know, whatever, you know, end run, to idle. Cool, you got more animations. The process the same. Tell it when to transition based on whatever criteria you have, and you're good. Nothing has changed. Still exact same system. Exact same way. Just because you have now a start and a pivot or whatever it is, nothing here has changed. You just, okay, let's plug in more animations. You can have quote unquote transition animations. You don't even need the start run. You could tell it to on the transition, if I recall. On the transition, I believe you could specify a transition animation. And then you don't even need that. And then cool, they just automatically have this start running it, you know, get into motion. But it blends anyway, right? You automatically have blending. Motion matching is a separate system entirely that just automatically works with the rest of animations. So yeah, nothing changes. Yeah, no worries there, Wanted. Yeah, that's why I was confused. Because I was like, it's all the same. All the same. I need jog forward. You. This is going to be our test. If we can get him to run around with the top down, like, and have it be somewhat straightforward and look okay, then we might do it. Otherwise, we're going to just pass on it. Is convert from 3D to sprite easy? Relatively, yes. Compared to drawing it all from scratch, yes. Let's work for the rhythm killer. This is going to be run. Mark Thor, run. Putting in stairs going down into your pyramid. Down into your pyramid? I mean, pyramids usually go up. What do you mean? Well, the water from the ocean is there because you put the pyramid so low. Easy fix by raising it, but pyramid is flooded. Is your pyramid upside down? How did you... You sure need to go down into the pyramid. You should need to go up into the pyramid. Unless you landed on top of the pyramid. I guess. Secret chambers? Oh, okay. I see, I see. Guys, the temperature keeps going up. Tell it to stop, please. Why don't you tell it the temperature to stop going up? Torso, arms, tribal vibe. Okay. It should be the one right above, whatever it is. Seems like it. Okay. Stop, son. Yeah, thanks for trying. I appreciate it. It's probably not gonna work, but you know, I appreciate it. Okay, so now we have you. Save as. Thar. Ron, top down. Yep. Okay. Why are you look so small? Oh, did I need to scale you up? I think I scaled you up before.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
There we go. Okay. Will it work? Who the hell knows? I need to, though, see how many frames there are. $38, I think. Yeah, we get to have him run. After almost done, and then we see if this works. Like, it looks so good. Like I just want somehow have perspective on a sprite. It's all, like, I know I'm asking insane things. What I basically want, right, is to have the sprite work as a 2D thing, I think, in 3D space. Like a regular sprite. But because it can't exist that way. It's not how it exists. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Characters is changed. Run. Okay. Go. There he goes. So once this is rendered, we get to throw him into Unreal, set up the character with at least something to chase the player with. Or I can just give him the default like AI setup, and then we can see what it looks like. It probably will look very weird idle, standing. If there was like a way of having... I think what I really want is a real weird like fakery where I want the feet like basically side view of the feet so that's on flat ground, and then I want the top of him as an angle. And I know that's not possible, but I think that's basically what I want. Is somehow have like almost the camera almost like bend, like a curved monitor. If I could have like curved monitor as a camera feed, or like a mirror effect, basically. That's what I want. You want fake? Not fake feet. No, I want his actual feet, but I want it to be like, what I want is, right? I want this, where he's definitely standing here on this, touching the ground, but I want it to be like, and then it ends up somehow the top part goes like this. I don't even know how. I don't know how it would work. I don't know how, if it would even like actually visually look at all correct and not look just warped. Don't know any of these answers to the questions. I'm like, but basically that's what I want, right? Because I want his feet to be on the ground. Yeah. Fisheye effect, maybe. I'm not an expert in cameras, because I don't know. See, a fisheye normally would like stretch it, but I almost want to like a reverse fisheye almost. What I want is like, yeah, a reverse fisheye. A fish cavity, eye cavity. I want a fish eye cavity. Don't remember the word for it? It's okay, I got it. It's the fish eye cavity. Eye socket, fish eye sockets. Why is it called a fish eye? Fish are not the only one that have like rounded eyes. We also have eyes of that kind. Why is it called a fish eye? I have to ask the the serious questions here. Reptilian lens? Reptilian. That doesn't even come up. It tries to correct it to reptilian lens. Are you sure you have it right? Rectilinear. No, hold on. Rectilinear. I misread it, which is no surprise. Rectilinear lens. No, this is accurate for what you'd want probably in a photograph, but I don't want this in a this is not what I'd want. I want like actual physically different locations, yeah. I want like insane things that are not possible, so I know that. It's far longer to render this than it is the orthographic, I will say. But yeah, like, yeah, you definitely want this for like regular photography, right? This look obviously to the right looks much better. Much more accurate for what it actually is compared to this. Also, why is it like, is it supposed to be like rectangular? I guess. It makes it not curved, so it's more rectangular, I guess. You want to be wild? Could you stack 2 flip books and just have feet cropped from the vertical underneath? No. Because you have the feet from the other one too. It's just not, no. That will be silly. We'll see right now, once this is done, we'll see how it looks in motion. Maybe in motion, it's gonna look fine. Like, I've wanted to add perspective for a long time, and then this time around, I was like, what if we do the 45-degree thing? It might work. And now that I did it, I'm like, oh yeah, ran into the same problem as I did before, which is the damn feet, basically. Where he doesn't look like he's in a specific place in 3D space. Right? Like, this looks cool in terms of like angle, it looks correct. But you can tell he's floating. This is clearly not floating. So yeah, I'm overthinking this. I mean, this is not something that I just like wanted just now. This is something I've wanted for, I mean, probably over half a year, if not longer. It's just this time around, I was like, oh, what if we do the 45-degree thing? That might help like alleviate the problem, but not really. The thing is, here's the other problem: is the longer or the more of a wingspan basically it has, the more it can go like side to side, right? The higher up it has to be. Because right, remember, like if he had twice as long arms, like right, he'd be like up here. So like in terms of, it's fine in terms of like, it will look fine, but again, it will exaggerate the problem of him not being on the ground even more, is what I'm saying. The wider he is, the more it will look like he's not on the ground and just floating in the air, I think. No, the problem isn't the immersion of the capsule composition. The problem is right here, right? As I'm moving around, I can tell that these don't stick, right, in space. This spot. Oh God, I forget that it does that. Hold on, get out of here, then zoom, then go into here. Right? If you look at this leg or this leg, like just any of these legs, as I move around, you can see relative to the floor, right? It doesn't stick. And that's the big problem I have. And it makes sense it doesn't stick. Compared to these guys, which obviously they're in that spot, right? The foot relative to the pixel does not move. That is their spot in 3D space. Very easy to tell. Here, not so much. Something tells me that we're gonna go back to this version, but I really wanted to test it. I really wanted to see, and I had hopes. Till the entire floor 45 degrees? Well, that doesn't help the situation. Even if I tilt the floor, that doesn't help the situation. Because then it'll be no different than this. Right, and this also doesn't work. And fortunately, neither does this. Right, because again, same problem. Also, why is he just slightly angled? Let's do that. Right, same problem here where you don't see the feet. So he'll be slightly floating, differently floating. He'll be differently floating. He's definitely more standing upright as a sprite than he is here. But it's also the perspective here is now wrong. So if you're doing this, then you kind of might as well do the other one, almost. Okay, I think we're finally done on this one. Oh my god, it's actually perfect. 20 frames. Oh, so good. So good. I love it when it's like that. The camera looking 90 top down when they're flat against the floor looks good though. I mean, yeah, but I don't want a pure top down camera. I want the angled camera. Right? I'm not gonna go full top down. Because then you need to do full top down as a perspective on these guys, in which case you're just back to having the same kind of sort of issue, right? Okay, let's see. Run. Okay, let's make a enemy. Create a child class. I can't put, yeah, Orcthar. The Rhythm Killer. Animation source. Yeah. Okay, so Hugh. Idle down. This is regular. This is angled. Okay. Okay. Select this. Thank you. So we want to make this bigger. This bigger. Happy little bean. Yeah, happy little bean. Now he's got to replace with a big scary bean, though. This also needs to be 45. Again, we know the issues with this, but we go with this. Then we go oh, not here. Oops. Character movement. Sorry, animation component. There it is. Where's it again? Here. Orcthar. Okay. So then in here, we do new. Idle. Multi-direction 8. Duplicate it. Run. Okay. So, go to 8 angled first. Right, we're going to basically set up our little test ones. We'll replace animations later. But this also will give us the test that we need kind of in multi-angle. Just make sure that he kind of sticks to where he needs to be. Okay, so here, right, if we rotate him, you can see how he's rotating around. He's rotating around the center of his body. I could have him rotate around the center of his legs as well, but that part I don't think really matters. As long as we keep it consistent for him. And then we have this, which gets him running. Right, that looks good. Like it, if you look at him like as a separate thing without the like on a 2D canvas, basically. If you imagine this as the void as a 2D canvas, like this looks good. Okay, let's do this first. On a yeah. Cast to you. And then here, copy, paste. This needs to be you. The rest we just kill for now, pretty much. Gotta replace all the references of skeleton with him, and then we'll be okay to basically test this out. Lots of transitions, lots of transitions. Okay, we're good? We're good, okay. And now, if we look at your state tree, do you have the regular melee based state tree? Okay. So this is him running, right? And like, if you look at him chasing me, it looks good. It just doesn't look like he's on the ground. So I don't know why it's framing. Why is it still framing? Oh, there we go. Still framing. It's so... like, it genuinely, I think, looks good. but you can really tell that he's just floating, right? Is it something that we're willing to like compromise and test with? Remove all of these. Excuse the frame. The frames. I don't know why the frames are so bad. I think it's although it doesn't seem like frames are here, it's just hitching for some reason. Or it feels like it's hitching. Even though the frames clearly don't say it's hitching. It's not as bad as it is. And the shot, like, it only looks worse when he faces the shadow direction. Well, yeah, when he faces the shadow direction, like in this direction, yeah, you can really, it's definitely exaggerated. But you'll see him in every direction, right? It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's fine from like X direction, but not in Y direction. What I think would work, maybe, is having a fake shadow that is correct relative to the sprite.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Like a rendered sprite version of the shadow. Instead of the current shadow. I think that would do a lot. I don't know how to render a shadow of Blender, or from Blender. I guess I would need a shadow mask. One of the context of sprites actually, yeah. So he'll still look like he's floating if you actually look at him, like when he's standing for a moment. I don't think there's any way around that one. But it might look less bad. So I would need to do let's see if I can quickly search it up. Blender render shadow on invisible plane. "58-second tutorial." Okay. Okay, so hold on. Here's I do see one problem with this. Which is it will not be accurate to the shadows of the world. And if it's not accurate to the shadows of the world, should I make it then like a shadow of like a more of a top-down shadow for the sprites? I feel like then I should do like a more of a top-down shadow. This is irrelevant from, but I'm still gonna use this method. But I just realized that I shouldn't do like that angle then if I put it on the sprites, because if the room or the environment doesn't match that angle, it's gonna look completely broken. But if I do more of a top-down, it'll look more like an, you know, generic shadow below. That might work. Let's try this. Ambient shadows versus directional. Yeah, I mean, it'll still be shadows, but so if we did a mesh plane, oh, let's do something like this. Okay, where's the settings? Okay, visibility, shadow catcher. Great. That's not a thing here. I already love how mine is mask shadow catcher is not a thing. Mask holdout? No. I don't have the shadow catcher. Mine just says holdout. Blender. You need to use cycles to have the shadow catcher option in the object pro. I use EV. Okay. EV. This one's 7 minutes. Yeah. Okay, I don't want cycles. I want the EV one. Okay, hold on. Here we go, EV. It's EV. Okay. Okay, materials, don't care about the material on it. I want to know this. Okay, it's getting a material on the plane. Why is this so much more complicated? Why is this so much more complicated? That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Oh my god, this is such a complicated mess. This is such a mess. Is there an easier way? Holy shit. There has to be an easier way. That is such a mess to set up. Great, 9-minute tutorial on how to do it with or is this? Please load. Okay. Okay. We're going with diffuse. We're mixing. Yeah, you have to do a full custom setup basically. Why does Cycles have a one button solution and Eevee is like, fuck you. Just fuck you. You don't get to have shadow on something that's invisible. Just fuck you. That's just what I'm getting at from this. Look at this. It's from 3:30 till 8. It's 5 minutes for what a checkbox or 2 checkboxes does in Cycles. Well, that video was from 3 years ago. I'm gonna see if I can find. Oh, here's one from 11 months. Yeah, this one's from 11 months ago. It's shorter. No, it's the same setup. Same complicated setup. Shorter tutorial in terms of length, but that's it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do it, I guess, on stream because that's gonna be a whole thing. God damn it. I'll try to do it before tomorrow's stream, either after this stream tonight. I'll try to do it tomorrow, either in the morning or like during lunch. What the hell, Eevee? You're a cool Pokemon and all, but what is this shit? What? Why? A whole custom material setup for it. Okay, well, we'll pretend like we can do that. Okay. So if we can do that, if we can get the shadow then, let me then, just for now, turn off cast shadows on this thing. It kind of works, right? Without the shadows messing with it, especially when he's moving, I think it's working relatively well. Right? Ignore the obviously the spazzing stuff. That's just animations that we don't have yet, so it's spazzing a bit. But I think the angle is better still. I love that. Just right over me. We will need to, if we go with this, we need to do this for all the all characters afterwards, obviously. We'll do it on him first. Make sure that the whole shadow thing works. We'd also want to do it even on our main character. Actually, for our main character, would we want to? I think on our main character, we wouldn't want to. Out of any character that we do this on, I think that we don't want to do this on the main character. Because the main character, I really want to see the feet on the ground. Okay, one other thing I want to see is resolution. So right now he's relatively detailed, right? You can see the pixels, but I wanted to see what happens if we double the size of the pixels, so it's less resolution. Would it look good or would it look bad? Save as. Half res. So if we look at it now, right, we get this, which might be a little too much. But I want to see. I do want to see. So go back to here. This one should go by faster because it is literally a quarter of the resolution. So we could play around, right, with the resolution. It doesn't need to be half height. It could be like somewhere in between the two in the end. Because it'll just be a matter of how big do we want him. But once we configure it, I guess it will be, yeah, the camera will be configured for like the biggest option, or the biggest size, and then it gets just cropped into whatever we need to. Which will make it easy to match the size pixel-wise. Oh no, I missed. Hold on. I missed the jackpot. If I hold it in my hand for a moment, I might get jackpot again. Hold on. Come on. Go back. Go back up. 0.2. Oh no, it went back up too high. Too high. Shit, I overshot the jackpot. No, I overshot the jackpot. My body's too hot. It overshot the. No, god damn it. It was 77.5. I was like, I'll hold it in my hand to just bump it up 0.2. Yeah, it's now 79.3. I gotta wait for it to realize that it's lower. How's it going up? Did it just like realize, oh wait, it is actually that hot? And it was like, it just went up, not down. What? I think my thermostat isn't very good. I have a feeling. I mean, it was like $5 or cheaper. It was like super cheap, but still. You've been working on a cozy sorting organization game this entire stream alongside my boss Sprite Chaos. Well, I'm glad yours is cozier than mine. Oh, I just realized if the sprite is still the plane is still rendering. Why is the plane still I can't stop it. It's not visible. Why is it rendering it? Pain. God damn it. Why? Why? So tell me about your cozy sorting organization game. And whatever game you're doing, can you please introduce a cat into the game that then destroys your organization and your sorting by just doing one of these and just dropping your stuff? He doesn't have to do like during the game. It could be like, that's why you have to organize things. Because your cat just went and just did this and knocked everything over. Or it's be unchecked visible in render settings. Well, it's unchecked the eye. Or is it the camera that needs to be unchecked? Absolutely chaos events? Yeah. I can't cancel it. Because this runs on a script, I cannot cancel the script. I hate it. The camera icon, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'll try turning off the camera. After it's stopped. It was supposed to go faster. It doesn't feel like it's going faster. If that doesn't work, I can't hold you accountable? Where's the fun in that? What if I want to? What if I need accounting? Oh, you humble bundle. Humble monthly bundle just dropped. Your games are ready to play it. Let's see what these games are. My receipt. So this is from the monthly choice games. Let's see what we have. Hey, Elba, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. 84%. Why you give me garbage? Oh, is this Warhammer? Oh, it's Warhammer. Warhammer Rogue Trader. Must be redeemed by July 1st, 2026. I mean, I guess I'll redeem it. Cat Quest 3. Well, if there's 3 of them, it must be good. 94%. It looks adorable. Love Per Island. You spent so long looking for those emotes to what? Basically make cinema? Is that what you're trying to do? Interesting. Of course, the boss would be a rat. Makes sense. Death's Door. 94%. Okay. Okay. This is definitely orthographic, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is orthographic. It looks cool. I like the style. I'm trying to make it caught. I could just add that emote. 86%. Wizard with a gun. Oh, I've heard about this game. Wizard with a gun is such a great name, by the way. as a concept. What if you're a wizard and you just happen to have a gun? It reminds me of Don't Starve. In terms of the aesthetic, it reminds me of Don't Starve. Neo Cab. I wasn't interested in the first picture. I don't know why I'm continuing to check the next. Next. Ever After Falls. Oh, Ever After. I don't know why I thought it was Rafter instead of Ever After. My brain is fried. Looks like Don't Starve Together style. Now, I said regular Don't Starve. I've never played Don't Starve Together. That would involve me having friends. It seemed interesting. What is this? Well, this is definitely a post-process effect. Right, because you can tell it's 3D withdrawn with an effect. Doesn't mean it doesn't look good. I personally have never liked this, not just like in this style, like even like the anime style, like the games, like you think that always has this like thick outline, right? This stuff, I've never liked this in general, this thick outline stuff, personally. Yeah, nothing about this game specifically, it's just no, see, it's not just Toon Shader, because you can have, like, there are Toon Shaders that don't incorporate the thick line, and I think look fine. I just don't like the thick line, outline stuff. Specifically. Like, I don't know, like... I mean, I get this, that's the style here, right? I don't know. It's weird. It screams post-process effect versus screams like drawn. Because if this was drawn, like these were drawn, I mean, maybe they were drawn. Maybe that's how they were drawn. I don't know. But this feels weird. Like, I don't know what these lines are here, right? It looks like an adorable, like, co-op game. I assume it's co-op. I mean, it could be a single player, and that's just, you get a friend, also. Which is probably actually what that is. Like, the game itself, like, as a premise, I think is great. Only 8? Why is there only 8? There were, like, months before that we used to get 12. Rogue Trader, it's pretty cool. Death's Door seemed really cool. I mean, really cool. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit. And the rest is kind of eh. I mean, I say that like as though I'm gonna be playing any of those games, by the way. I'm not. I'm paying for the service and I don't freaking use it, okay? Like, I don't play the games from it. I am wasting my money. I'm well aware. Jackpot. I looked at the right time. It's jackpot time. It's jackpot 777. I assume this is done, and I can kill all this basically. Kill all of it. Turn this off. So if I did this, yeah, now I don't see it. Time to go get a scratch off? Wait. Oh, for the 7-7. Oh my god. Can you tell the heat has gone to me? It's back to... I touched it a little bit. Now it's at 78.4. We can get to the jackpot again in a moment. I don't do well with heat. Save me. Okay, I redeemed Rogue Trader. It was the only one that... Oh, the other one's... Okay.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
This one also must be redeemed by a certain time. Do you guys want to play Cat Quest 3? You guys want to play Cat Quest 3? I'm probably not going to play Cat Quest 3. I mean, it looks kind of fun, but I'll be realistic. I'm probably not going to play it. Must be redeemed. Oh, are all of them now must be redeemed? Oh, they're just doing this must be redeemed for all of them now. Want any of these games? Let me know if you want any of these games. Obviously, except for Hammer, which I just redeemed. I might redeem this game too. This game seems pretty interesting. Utilize melee weapons. Okay, they got me on this one. I'll redeem this one too. They didn't always do the whole we must redeem. That's a new thing. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because, like, if I go to my keys, I have 10 pages of keys, noting that most of these are like multi ones. Like if I open any one of these, right, I still have all of these in here to choose from. I have so many. Like, look at this. I have so many. I'm gonna go back to 12. Like, there's so many games. Hey, Stardew Valley. That's a great game. Supposedly. I think I redeemed a Stardew Valley at some point. Do I have it in my library? Yeah, I have Stardew Valley. Yep. See, I already have a redeemed one. 79 minutes. And I gave up on the game. The game was not for me. I was bored immediately. When I started Valley from, does it tell me when this bundle was? Here's some keys. Enjoy. But I think it's just playing them because it's already redeemed them. So it doesn't really help. Because otherwise it says reveal Steam key. If I don't hide the reveal, yeah, it shows all the ones that I already redeemed. I don't know why it says redeem. Yeah, these are the ones I already... I had 38 pages of keys. By redeem. I don't know. I have Subnautica, I'm pretty sure, here. No? I think I had Subnautica here at one point. I have a lot of keys. I have games I do not play. It's still going. People rave about it, but you didn't. Interesting. I tried Terraria for a little bit because a friend of mine at the time wanted to play it. He loves the game, but I joined him in and one other, and they both wanted to play on the hardest difficulty. And at the beginning, I just kept dying, not understanding what I need to do at all. There's like no tutorial or anything, and I just kept dying. And I was like, this isn't fun. And then I quit and never went back. Did I hear about Subnautica 2's whole thing? Yeah, it sounds like a mess. I don't fully understand it because I don't fully catch up with it, but yeah, I don't. Apparently people were owed money, or someone didn't work, or they did work, or I don't. I didn't play the first one, so I'm not exactly invested in the second one. So I haven't been keeping up too much. To this extent of what you know, it's a mess. Yeah, it's based on what I know as well. This is gonna finish in time. All I know is people want Subnautica 2, and it's up in the air whether or not there's gonna be a Subnautica 2. I think that's pretty much the main thing. Which is sad. When you have like a guaranteed game to sell, especially. Did you hear about the psychic dwarf who escaped from prison? He was a small, medium at large. Well played. I love puns and dad jokes. I don't know why I do the slow clap there. I do enjoy them. Okay, I think it's finally done. Yeah, we can actually test this. Power renamer, so good. So, I mean, this is probably too low. It's probably somewhere in between is what I'd want. but we'll see how it is. Half res. Okay. Export. Now let's go in here. I need to save. Run half res. You can't leave it until you see this. Just 2 more minutes. Yeah. This should not take long at this point. Grave flip books. And then all we need to do is go in here. Oh, I need to also just do a bulk edit here. And instead of 0.25 pixels, it's going to be 0.5 pixels. So it retains the same size, but half res. As a reminder, this is what he looks like right now. Right? This is the current res. We can make. I think he needs to be bigger. And keep in mind, bigger doesn't mean same resolution. Bigger means just more detail, basically, because it'll be bigger. So if he seems like too low res, when he's bigger, he'll get a little bit more res. That's where I'm getting at. So if we go to here and this run, right? If we go here, so if you look here, and I guess it's going to be hard to tell on this one because this doesn't account for sprite size. Okay, never mind. We'll see in a moment. I thought it was going to just replace it based on the sprite size, but it seems like it's not. So, well. Okay. Wait, why is he... Oh, no, I went the other way. Oops. No, it did the right thing. I did the stupid. Instead of doubling, it should have been halved. So it should have been 0.25 divided by 2, which is 1.25. So this is the half res. I think half res is too low. I think it's definitely too low. But maybe if it was like in between the two, it could be okay. Like with him being bigger also. So yeah, going half, which is effectively, it's not half res. I mean, it is technically half res, but I think effectively it is a quarter res. Right? So realistically, instead of going that much lower, I should have been somewhere in between. So I think tomorrow we'll play around with the resolution, figure out the best place to be. And then I'll also get the shadow in so we can test with the shadow. And then from there we can go and be like, get obviously the rest of them all going. He's our guinea pig. He's our very big drumming orcish guinea pig. Yeah, it's definitely too low res though. Too low res. It's okay. But it was a good test. Rhythm Killer is gonna enjoy the experiments. Rhythm Killer was a great find. I love that. That was such a good fitting name for, I think, Morg Thar, the Rhythm Killer. Which is, he could kill the rhythm because he's bad at playing, or he could kill you with the rhythm and you don't know which, or he could kill you with rhythm because he's so bad at rhythm. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for tonight. I'm gonna try to get the shadow thing in for tomorrow. I do need to I have something I gotta work on tonight though, so we'll see how much I get done. If I can, I mean, it's only a 5-minute thing, so I'll try to do it worst case scenario like tomorrow during lunch at work. Yeah, I might just do it then, so we'll see. But I hope you guys all have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna try not to melt before tomorrow. That's my goal. We'll see if it's successful. But with that, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.